Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am making a video which is primarily aimed at either college or sixth form students, although other people who are wanting to study an undergraduate law degree are always welcome to watch it. So I will be covering both the pros of studying a law degree and things that you will also do during your studies, as well as opportunities afterwards. And then I will also cover the off-putting factors that may throw some people off that they might not even know about studying law. Also, I know I've had a bit of change in scenery. I do like the more minimalist look in the background. I'm saying that as if I have a personal designer, but you know, this is just a different room. The last time I recorded videos, it was in my bedroom, whereas now I'm just downstairs recording in my dining room. And as always, if you're interested, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be covering various student tips and law-related content and anything like that, basically. So the first thing that I will be covering is the obvious pros of the law degree. So this will be things that you can do after your law degree as well as things during your law degree. So first and foremost, you will cover a lot of transferable skills while studying. So these skills involve things like critical thinking, advocacy, research skills, and in general you do cover quite a lot of content. So the ability to learn quite a lot within 3 years or 4 years if you're doing an extra year, it is quite a challenge, and companies will recognize this. Another great thing about law is that it opens up a lot of opportunities after studying. So you will obviously have your further law degree things, law-related things, which are like the bar course or the solicitor's qualifying exam, and then you could also do other things such as grad schemes or go into different industries. Other opportunities will arise during your studies, so things such as mooting, vacation schemes, and also pro bono work. So pro bono work is basically like voluntary work that you can do. So you can do this for different companies such as the Free Representation Unit and also the Citizens Advice Bureau. And another thing you can be doing is something known as a pupillage or a mini pupillage, and this is basically where you will shadow a barrister or a set of chambers or a judge or anyone like that, just to get some invaluable work experience during your degree. It's really good to get this as early as possible because it would make you stand out for further training contracts or anything you'd like to do in the future. Another thing about your degree is that during studies you'll be taught by lecturers who have a lot of experience, so they'll have a lot of information about the field that they're teaching you. So this will help with you know, they'll always pull up a random case when teaching you, and they'll offer you various support methods because when they studied their degree 100 years ago, they'll tell you how they studied and remembered cases, for example. And on the topic of teaching, you will usually have various points of contact. So you'll be assigned an academic advisor at the start of the year. So this will be a general person for you know, various things. So whenever you have a question about a topic, for example, you would go to them first before your lecturer, because the amount of emails a lecturer gets like every day, they can't possibly answer all of them plus teach whichever subject they're doing. So your first point of contact is usually an academic advisor. I have to warn you though, this is a bit of a criticism, but the academic advisor usually has multiple students, so they'll have like, I don't know, a class of 30 people, so they would always be contacting them, especially as exams approach. You'll obviously get a lot slower replies from them, so just be aware of that. They won't always be available for you, but they'll usually have a dedicated, well, a set time where you can go and see them in person or online for a little Zoom meeting or anything like that. So that's usually every week until the semester ends. And the final point I'll make on the positives of studying a law degree is that it covers a lot of topics. So there are, I think, 7 crucial or compulsory modules which you'll cover. So like contract law, tort law, criminal law, stuff like that, for example. That makes it the qualifying law degree. But there are also so many other branches of law that you can go into. So branches such as employment law, tax law, and banking law, these are all optional, and you can you're given the option to study these if you choose them in your 2nd or 3rd year. So it really does it lets you choose what you want to specialize in. So just know what you want to study before you actually choose the module. Don't make the mistake of choosing a module and not wanting to kind of pursue it later on. My tip for this would be if you don't really truly know what you want to go into, choose something which is general or something that will open the most opportunities for you, so you could explore quite a lot of fields. So things such as contract law, for example, it's one of the compulsory modules, and this will it's a really strong foundation of law itself. Another tip for this would be to read around various topics within law, so even something you might not even be interested in primarily. I would recommend that you read a lot about it before you actually make the final decision to choose a module. Now I'll be moving on to the long-awaited off-putting factors that usually a university won't really cover these in their open days, so hopefully you can take something from this. The first and most obvious thing I would say is that the law degree is quite demanding. So during your studies, you'll be tasked with various things such as reading, seminar prep, buying the books themselves, and also assessments. Relating to that, I would say standing out as well as a law student is quite hard because everyone takes these opportunities, for example mooting and vacation schemes. Loads of people apply for vacation schemes, so standing out is really important if you want to have a chance getting with these big companies. Just a little tip on how to stand out within your class or your university. Things such as pro bono work, work experience, networking, other opportunities like mooting. I always talk about mooting, and then going to various career events will always help your case. You can write it down on your CV as well and put it in your application form when telling these companies what you get up to in your spare time. Something like a vacation scheme, as mentioned previously, it is a really good opportunity. So it's basically where you work for a firm for 1 to 4 weeks, and they'll pay you, or sometimes they don't, and not too sure, but these run from they happen in the winter time or the summer, so there's a lot of students applying for them because they'll all have free time and they all want this same work experience. So if you can manage to get onto one of these vacation schemes for a law firm, it is a really good thing to put on your CV, and future employers will really appreciate that. Another off-putting factor would be the fact that if you're wanting to become a solicitor or barrister, these require additional years on top of your minimum 3-year law degree. So both the bar course and the solicitor qualifying exam, while being expensive as well, they will require additional years of study. This can be quite off-putting because after you've come out of university, you have no money, you're already in debt to a finance company if you've taken out a loan, so it can be off-putting for most students who have just studied their undergraduate law degree. Another off-putting factor for some students is the fact that the law degree is the hardest degree to get a first class in, the hardest undergraduate degree. I think in 2019 16% of students got a first class degree, so it is quite hard to become get that 70% that's required for a first class. Another off-putting thing about studying law is that the people who you contact, so people like your academic advisor, your lecturers, and also seminar teachers, they may take a bit of time to get back to you about various things. So let's say you emailed them after a lecture because you didn't understand the notes, they may take a bit of time to get back to you, and sometimes they might not even get back to you at all because that's just how it is really. To combat this, I would recommend that you write down your various questions and ask the seminar teacher that you'll see. Put these questions with your seminar preparations, and then go to the teacher after the seminar and ask them your questions, and hopefully they'll clarify anything you need to know. A key thing to take away from this video, and this is an expansion on one of the points I made at the very beginning, it is regarding the books. So you will be spending quite a lot on the books, so it is a few hundred. So just bear that in mind before you actually start your law degree. Are you willing to, pay for all these extra things? And because, a few £100 may not seem like too much to a lot of people, but some students may struggle to finance this. So that's all I'll be covering for this video. Hopefully you've learned a lot about what it's like to study a law degree, and hopefully I haven't put you off too much. There are various costs with it, both time cost and, money cost. But it is a really fun degree. I would highly recommend it to anyone who enjoys reading or, likes arguing with people. A lot of people, they start studying law just because they're good at arguing with people. But it is a good quality to have. And just remember, there are always other degree alternatives, so you can do a degree apprenticeship. I said degree alternatives, but you still do a degree there. But that is where you will be working for a company for like 4 days a week, and then 1 day a week you'll be studying towards your degree. And while it does take a bit longer, it is they will pay you for it, they'll pay for the degree, and then you eventually get the required qualifications. And bear in mind, this is only for some people who want to go into the solicitor route or other legal routes. There are no degree apprenticeships available for bar students. You can always do the bar course after your degree apprenticeship, but just bear that in mind if you want to go into the bar route. Well, yeah, that's all I'll be covering for this video. Thank you for sticking around a little bit, and hopefully I've encouraged some people to study law, college or sixth form students, or even mature students. But yeah, that's what it's like to study a law degree, and that's all I'll be covering. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.